Don't be a victim. That's my message to you. Don't be a victim. Don't keep sitting talking about how people mistreated you. Don't keep sitting talking about how people lied on you, they abandoned you. Don't keep talking about that. Your job is to focus on how you're going to get past that. Your job is to focus on how you're going to use that pain for purpose. How you're going to use all that hell that you've gone through, right? Monetize that hell. That's what you're going to do. Find out what you can do to get paid for the hell you've gone through, right? Find out what you can do. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you one thing I'm going to do, all right? And this is giving the enemy notice. And I'm going to speak boldly, and I'm going to speak with confidence, and yes, I'm going to speak with arrogance. Call it how you want to. When it comes to the enemy, I have to serve him notice, right? The hell that he put me through, I'm going to gracefully and boldly use that hell, what he put me through. The hell he tried to put me through, I'm going to use that. Use it to get me to where I need to go. Use it for my purpose. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the hell I went through look gracefully. I'm gonna make it look like it's the thing to do. That's what I'm going to do with the hell that I went through. All that hell I went through. All that emotional, mental, physical stress that I went through dealing with the enemy. I'm going to use that. I'm going to help as many people as I can help. I'm going to help get many people delivered and free as I can help. He messed with the wrong one. That's what he did. The enemy messed with the wrong one. And when you mess with the wrong one who got a I can, I will, and I must attitude, you better be ready. You better be ready, because those people are relentless. He should have stopped me at 5, right? He should have took me when DCF took me, right? He should have took me then. He should have took me and put me in foster care. That's what he should have did, but he didn't, right? That's what he should have did. He should have took me when I was in that relationship with that older guy and he misused me, used me and abused me. He should have took me then, because he didn't take me. He didn't take me out then. Guess what? I'm going to use all that pain. I'm going to use all that hell to help someone else. I'm going to use all that pain to get to where we need to be. Not just me, me and you. I'm going to use that hell. I'm going to use that pain. Yes, I am. I'm going to use that pain. I'm going to use that pain, the betrayal that I experienced in 2020. I experienced some of the worst betrayal in 2020. Guess what? I'm serving you notice, devil. I'm going to use that pain. I'm going to use it to help someone else, because I'm going to let them see if the betrayal and the lies didn't stop me, it's not going to stop you either. We're not going to let that stop us. We're going to use it. We're going to look at how that is helping us, how we can use it to help us, right? Because half of the time, God will send you through the worst betrayal. He'll send you through that betrayal, especially from your family. He's going to use their family members. He's going to use your children. He's going to use your husband. He's going to use your wife. He's going to use people close to you to break you down, right? He's going to use people close to you to break you down before he sends you to your next assignment. That's what's happening to me. In 2020, I experienced the worst betrayal in my life. I didn't know what was happening. It sent me for a whirlwind. I didn't know what was happening. For someone to betray me, and I didn't understand where it was coming from. I know it was an assignment from the enemy. He wanted to take me out. But instead of taking me out, guess what? God took me up. He elevated me. That's what God did. God took me up. He elevated me. Oh, yes, I was confused at the time. I was hurt at the time. I was hurt. I was pain. I was crying, right? I was trying to understand what happened. What is going on? What is going on? But it wasn't until I got in that quiet place. And thank God I had been praying before the betrayal happened. So the hit wasn't so hard. The hit wasn't so hard. When the betrayal happened, it didn't hit me so hard. It hit me, but it didn't hit hard, because I was already praying. I was already fasting. So when it hit, it kind of knocked me down, but I didn't fall down. It knocked me back, but I didn't fall down, because I was already praying. I was already fasting. I was already in my quiet time with God. That's why it's important to fast. That's why it's important to pray. Because when these things come, they're going to come. They are going to come. They are going to come. I don't want you to think that trials and tribulations are not going to come. See, religion taught me that. Religion had taught me, once I came and I got to know God, once I gave my life to Christ, I thought everything was going to be perfect. But when you get in that word tells you trials and tribulations are going to come. But guess what? When you got God, that stuff is easy. It's hard, but guess what? You have an understanding. Oh, this is going to come. What is this teaching me? Your perspective is different. Oh, it's not easy, but you have a different perspective. You're looking at it as if, what is God trying to show me? Or not really God. You know, if you don't want to say God is taking you through that, guess what you can say? This is here to teach me something. This is here to teach me something. But when I went through my betrayal in 2020, I thought it was going to take me out. But when I got in my quiet time, God said, this is going to elevate you. I needed that betrayal before he sent me online. Because, you know, online, people can be ruthless. They can be ruthless. The internet is undefeated. People will take your videos, chop them up, have your messages out. They'll come on with their negativity. But guess what? If I went through what I went through in 2020, nothing nobody could tell me online. Nothing nobody could say to me online that's going to hurt me. That's why you have to look at what you're going through as a test. Because the hell I went through in 2020, I don't think nothing nobody could say online could stop me from living out my purpose. I don't care what it is, the hell that I went through in 2020. The hell. I didn't realize I went through so much, because when you're in it, you don't realize that it's so bad until you have to get outside. That's why reflection is good. That's why journaling is good, because you get to think and you get to reflect and analyze, think back on your issues or what was going on. Most of us just go. We don't take no time out. We don't take time to, we don't take time to go back over our day, our week, our month. We're just going. And I didn't know it was so painful until God had to show me, until my quiet time, my devotion time, until I did my devotion during one morning. God revealed to me everything that was going on. Everything that was going on. The enemy, the people who the enemy used, right, during this time. So many people that he used to come up against me. Little old me. Why little old me? Little old me, like we used to say where I come from. You know, I'm from the South, I'm from the country. Little old me. And you probably hear some of that come out, but that's okay, because that's who I am. There's no need to try to hide who I am. That's what God was showing me. He told me, I need for you to be authentically you. I need for you to be yourself. And that's why I came on here. I started being myself. After that 2020 betrayal, nothing can stop me now. If I survived the hell that I went through in 2020, anything after 2020 is easy to me. Easy to me. I don't think I could have pictured what I went through in 2020. No one could have told me that was going to happen to me. No one could have told me that was going to happen. Absolutely not. But I understand now, because if I wouldn't have gone through the 2020 process, I wouldn't be here in 2022 online, sharing with you my story, what happened to me in 2020. And you know what else happened to me in 2020? This was happening together. It was like a good seed and a bad seed was being planted. I was going through my worst betrayal, but I also was having that awakening that I mentioned. I was going through betrayal and I was having an awakening at the same time. Now tell me that's not crazy. Tell me that wasn't a God thing. I was waking up and I was going through hell at the same time. But I thank God for it. That's why I'm here to encourage you. Stop looking at your issues, your trials and tribulations at the end all be all. That's not the end of you. That's not the end of you. God is doing something in you. Your journey is different. Your journey is different. The hell you went through is for a reason. I'm bringing these messages to you back to back because they're here to encourage you. Only thing that 2020 did for me, only thing that betrayal did is push me into my purpose. Guess what? I'm going through hell now. As I speak and I talk to you on this video, I'm going through a hell. Not hell, a hell. Okay? Another kind of hell. But guess what? You wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. Look at me. In my eyes, my eyes, the eyes are the windows to the soul. You can look at my eyes and you can't see the hell, because guess what? I give the hell to God. What I can't control, I give it to God. I only deal with what I can control. That's what's happening with most of you. Most of you try to control what you can't control. You can't control nobody else. You cannot control other people. You can't control what they do. You only can control what you do. Control how you see the world. Control how you're going to see your problem. right? I'm not a victim. That's what I wanted to come tell you. I lost my intentions for the message. You are not a victim. What happened to you happened for you. Not to you, it happened for you. It happened to push you into your destiny. It happened to push you into your greatness, right? And the same thing was happening to someone else. It's their journey. It's their journey. What's happening to them is for them. That's why I say you can't save your children. They're going to experience their own life journey. Our job is to teach our children how to get through it. And we can't get through this stuff without God. I don't care who you go search. I don't care who you go search, but you cannot get through this stuff without a connection with God, because your children are going to have their own journey. And this is something I understood as a young age. When I first became a mom, it was any good mother, any loving mother wants to protect their children, keep them shielded from the world. We don't want them to be hurt by the world. But guess what? That's their journey. They are going to get hurt. And your job is to be there to support them, not to stop the hurt. Because if we stop the hurt, they're not going to learn the lesson. They're not going to learn the lesson. Any good mother, it hurts you to see your child hurting. It hurts you. It hurts me to see my child hurting. But I understand, as a mother, that's their journey. They have to go through that, because if they don't go through that young, they're going to get old and try to go through those lessons. And that's not going to be a good thing. Let them go through their stuff younger so it can help build their character, help strengthen them. It'll help strengthen them. Right? So you're not a victim. You're not a victim. I'm not a victim. I'm victorious. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm a victor. And I'm going to tell you something. It's going to sound crazy. I think I mentioned it before. I'm glad that what happened to me happened to me. I'm happy that the journey that I had to travel to get to where I am, and I'm still living, I'm still going to go through things, but I'm glad that God chose me. I'm glad that he chose me, because he knew I was a fighter. Most of you who experience so much trials, so many tribulations, you have to think about your situation like this. The trials and tribulations that you're going through, it's only strengthening you. That's a strength that you need. You're going to need that for the next level of your life. That's why most people lose their minds, because they never went through anything. They never learned the lesson. No one ever, explained to them it is okay to go through things. Right? No one ever explained to them, like, you're going to go through life trials and tribulations. That's part of life. But your goal is to learn from it. Your goal is to get strength from it. That's your goal. To learn the lesson. To get the strength and the lesson that you need from that. That is your goal. Let me watch my back. I don't want nothing to come out the bushes and get me. I got to still watch my back here. I'm out in nature. But that is your goal, to learn from that. I don't think God could have picked a better candidate. I don't think he could have picked a better candidate. And the thing is, you're a human. So you're going to be up. You're going to go through your emotions. You're going to be happy, sad. You're going to go through grief, right? You're going to go through different seasons of your life, and that's normal. Don't think that you're always going to be happy all the time. That's not life. That's not true life. If a person always happy all the time, no, that's not authentic. Because there's a time to grieve. There's a time to be sad. There's a time to be happy. There are seasons to this thing. And you just have to understand that. When you understand that, you'll understand, okay, this is my season of grieving. I just went through my season of grieving. I went through a season of grieving. I was losing family members back to back. And the last one that took a blow was my sister. March of this year, my sister, March 11th. That took a blow. That really, losing my sister too, it really changed my perspective on life. It really pushed me further into my destiny. Because my sister was young. She was young. Right? It pushed me further to really focused and get out there and push myself to get these messages out, because life is short. We don't know the day and we don't know the hour, right? We don't know when we're leaving here. And I said this in the last video. This is for someone. It may be for me, but my job is to do what I need to do. My job is to fulfill my purpose while I'm here. So you're not a victim. You're a victor. God is using you.